folks, it is being reported by Ian Rappaport and Tom Pelissero, among others, that Buccaneers star linebacker Lavonte David is going to be testing the free agent market. I want to say first, this does not mean the Buccaneers will not re-sign Lavonte David. This just means that Lavonte David wants to see what his options are. You could imagine, and I don't think you'd be crazy for saying so, that returning to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers would probably be at the top of Lavonte David's list, if not near the top. So I want to go ahead and get that out of the way first. But to some people, this may be surprising. To others, this may not be surprising. Of course, a guy like Lavonte David, being 33 years old, will want to see what the market is going to possibly give him and compare it to what the Tampa Bay Buccaneers may be offering. You've also got to consider that maybe Lavonte David wants to join a Super Bowl contending team. There are plenty of teams out there that could use the services of David: the Kansas City Chiefs, the Philadelphia Eagles, the Cincinnati Bengals, among many, many other teams around the league who would very much benefit from having a star linebacker like David on their roster. So there are a lot of factors that go into this that isn't just, well, Lavonte David wants money from another team. No, there are plenty of factors that go into it. Money is one of them. Closeness to home is probably another one as well. Lavonte David did play college at Nebraska, so that may be something to consider in there as well, as among many other different types of decisions that would have to be made for Lavonte David whenever he thinks about the free agency market and where he may want to go, be it returning to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers or possibly going to another team as well. Now, again, I still think the chances of David returning to the Buccaneers are pretty darn likely. I, of course, can't say it's guaranteed because in the NFL, nothing is guaranteed these days. But I will say, you look at Lavonte David, he has been one of the most loyal guys in the NFL for so many years now. He has done absolutely everything he can for this Tampa Bay Buccaneers team since they drafted him all the way back in 2012. He has been a team captain. He has been a leader. He has been the best player on this Buccaneers defense for the absolute longest time, and I'm sure that there is certainly a part of him that wants to finish his career in Tampa. I am sure that there is definitely a part of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers organization, a pretty sizable part hopefully, that wants Lavonte David to play his entire career in Tampa, like a guy of Rondé Barber or Derrick Brooks. Keep in mind, yes, the Buccaneers did release Derrick Brooks, but he never went and joined another team. So Lavonte David, he may want to be one of those, he already is one of those great career-long Tampa Bay Buccaneers guys, but maybe he does want to be exactly of a career trajectory like a Barber, like a Brooks, those guys that did play their entire careers with the Bucs. It's very rare whenever you see something like that, and I think that if it does happen, again, it just goes to show the character and the leadership that Lavonte David has. And he already did win a Super Bowl with the Buccaneers, so maybe that could be an idea of, hey, you know, he's already got his Super Bowl with his team that drafted him. Maybe he can feel a lot better now about going off to another team, but I still think it is likely that the Buccaneers are going to try and bring him back at all costs. I would say he's probably the number one priority in terms of all the Buccaneers, not just in-house free agent moves, but possibly just free agent moves, period. Besides, obviously, bringing in a veteran quarterback as well. Lavonte David's got to be right up at the top of that list. Whenever you look at some of their other free agents, a guy like Jamel Dean, yeah, that's going to be pretty tough to replace. Some of the other options that are out there, some of the guys that they have lost, Donovan Smith, Leonard Fournette, those guys are going to be very tough to replace as well, but I would argue that losing Lavonte David may be the toughest guy to replace. Getting an off-ball linebacker the caliber of David would not be easy. You just saw last year how high demand those guys can be in certain situations. Bobby Wagner got a 5-year, $50 million deal, I believe, something along those lines from the LA Rams. And I will say, yes, there are going to be a lot of guys out there. Wagner just got released by the Rams. You also have Eric Kendricks, who's going to be out there. Gerard Davis, I believe, is going to be out there. Maybe not Gerard Davis, but there are a decent number of good off-ball linebackers out there, which may dilute the market a little bit. But I still think that those guys are going to be in high demand, and Yeah, there's certainly going to be a lot of options for David, but I still believe in my head and in my heart that towards the top of that list, coming back and finishing his career with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will not just be on his priority, but also the Buccaneers' top of the priority list as well. What do you guys think about this? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. I'd love to hear them. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you all enjoyed. And as always, folks, I will see you all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.